Hello, today it's my first time that I'm going to do a YouTube video for the public, so be indulgent with me, please. My name is Sophie. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since more than 4 years now. So what we do with Stampin' Up!, we do a lot of fun with paper, stamp, ink, and I don't want to show you that right now, but we're going to talk about that later on. So yes, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I have a lot of fun with all of those products. So in the link of my YouTube video, I'm going to give you all the information for where you can buy all those stuff, where you can find me, the link for the class, and all the dimension for making the super box today. So let me present you the box and we are going to talk about the Christmas catalog in the same time. So I do have a couple of students. My specialty is 3D thing. So I teach some 3D class, and for my student this last summer I asked them if they do 3 class with me. The fourth one is going to be free, but they have to choose what they want to do. So if there's something they want to do since a long time and that I previous did, so I had a special ask from Jane who want to do an exploding box and an exploding box, and they are a couple of ladies together, and one of those ladies asked me to do, oh, we can make a star box. So we did a star box also. So this is my super big exploding box using some product of the new catalog, and let's see what's inside. Ready? Woohoo! This is my exploding box, first one and second one. And here you do have my little star box. So by doing those class, I already have some base because I'm a designer, but I learn a lot every time I had to do a class. Sometimes I have special ask, but this one is a huge different ask. So but that was a lot of fun to do. So we are going to make that class this Saturday with 4 ladies. Hope they have some fun. So in that box I use the new holiday catalog from Stampin' Up. So Jane asked me to use that DSP, the Earthwarming Huge Design Series paper on page 9. So we use those colors. So those are really basic color, and that remember me kind of a PJ theme. So this is what we use first. So after that I asked myself what I'm going to do with that, because that was the only thing that she told me. So after that I said, okay, what stamps I want to use. So the first one I want to use for Christmas was this one, Gnome for the holidays. So this is why I use those gnome, and this is on page 23 of the catalog. This is $26 and this is Canadian dollar. I'm in Ontario, Canada, by the way. And after that I use those snowflake for the top and up everywhere. So you have on page 37 the Snowflake Splendor Suite. So I used the embossing folder, and in the bundle you do have the die. So I use the die a lot to make those beautiful one and that little window here. And after that I use the star. This is in the annual catalog. This is one from the last year Christmas catalog, but this is a beautiful one. This is what I use to make my star here and a little bit everywhere. So you do have a snowflake and star everywhere, and this is the base of my star box. So let's start first with the first lid. I'm not going to do step by step everything, but you're going to have an idea of how to do it. So for the lid I'm going to give you the dimension. This is the bigger one, but we are going to make the small one together. So this is a regular base for the lid, And after that, this is just simple cardstock that I die cut that die, and after that I put some snow in there. So let's do the small one. So once you are scoring, so no worries for the dimension, I'm going to give you all the dimension. You are going to take your bone folder and increase your fold line like this. I don't know why, since I'm a little girl, I really like to play with paper. You can do whatever you want. Even if you don't know how to do it, you will find a way. And it's by playing with the paper that you discover different way to use it. So after that, we are going to make the tab to put inside. But you see, this is what happened. So we don't want that. We are going to take just a little point here on our piece. Take that off, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side of that little square, and we are going to repeat that all around. I'm not going to make all the step with you guys because I'm not a premium member of YouTube, so I have just 30 minutes at a time, so we're going to make more than one video for that. So I'm just going to make the last one here. So you are going to catch how to make it. So don't be intimidated by 3D thing. Sometimes it's easier than 2D, because with the regular cards, sometimes you can lose yourself in all the detail. So making a box look really intimidated, but don't be. It's made by human. Remember your mathematic? It's the same thing, but way more fun. So we're going to put those tabs to form the lid. And the secret of a box is you try to be as square as possible. So you want your angle to be 90 degrees as most as possible. Same thing with the other side. So it's maybe the first time that you see my video, but you are going to see me using that Tombow glue a lot. I think this is my best friend. It's always on my table. I use it really much. Here. So try to be as square as possible. So this is going to be the square, not the square, but the lid who's going to close your second box. Exploding box, I might say. Voila, it's that simple. So I did it really simple. So if you want to, you can add some DSP here, but in that case I want the gnome to shine, so I let it kind of not too busy. So for the top of my box, I just cut a square, and after that I die cut one of the snowflake. And to make my window here, I use a window sheet, and to glue that down I use a Tombow glue, but I let it dry. So let it dry. The Tombow glue is always sticky, so after that it's not sliding when you put your window sheet. And I take some strip of dimensional, and that's it. This is really easy. After that, we do have on our catalog some snowflake sequins that I'm just going to put in the center here of my box. And we're going to add some snow too. This is retired. I just realized that yesterday. So we don't have that product anymore. So I need to find that somewhere else because I'm going to use that. I need more. This is my last box. So you had a little bit of snow. Make a little, so I discovered that yesterday. So I make it kind of a little heel like that. Don't play with that. Keep it this way. Peel off your dimensional strip. Oopsie. Something happened. Okay, sorry to be off. And because I have a little heel here, this is a bit higher than my dimensional. So that gives me the time to position my cardstock. So I squeeze it, and I'm happy with the position, and voila. Voila, you got your lid with your shaker lid window. Super. So you're going to do same thing with the big one, but you have a bigger window. So what I did, I make a square with my strip all around there, and after that I make a smaller surface with the strip, so you can see here you do have a piece in there. So, and we are going to decorate that lid on. So this is my lid. So after that, to make those four wall or the four side, Jane asked me to do kind of a Sophie pocket. You'll see on my video later on, I'm in love with pocket cards, so I love to do pocket card. So for that, this is going to be our step one for the box number 1. So I use the 12 by 12. I never use 12 by 12. It's really rare. What I want to do is give the option to my customer to use all the time the 8.5 by 11, because we can find that in every color. But this time I want something a bit bigger, so I go for the 12 by 12. So from the 12 by 12, what we do with the scoring board, so we score here, and after that we score in there. So we do the 2 tab. I'm going to give you all the dimension. So that's going to make the little tab here. If we use the bone folder, you see what I mean. So when you close it, this is going to be your little pocket. So here, as you can see, this is a pocket, and you have a little insert in there. So some of them I did some star, so you have the star, and on some side I just put some DSP. So I'll play with the different sides. So this is one of them, and this is one of the star. This is going to be one of the stars. So I have 2 stars on each opposite side, and on the other side those are 2 plain ones. So let's close the first one. So again, we're going to use a tumble glue. So if you don't like the tumble glue, repeat after me. Tumble glue is my friend. A couple of my friends used to don't like tumble, and now they do like it. Oops. It's okay if you do have glue on your finger. So you close it, and I'm not a messy stamper. And after that, I'm going to use my bone folder. Voila, this is your first wall, and we're going to do the same thing with the star wall here. Use your bone folder again. So you need 4 of those pockets. So if you want, and you're kind of, oh, I don't know how to make the die cut, just don't make it for your first one. Start simple, and after that start to explore. You can do so many things with paper. I used to design store. So many things, everything that you can find in the store. I was designing that, but now I'm so happy with paper. I'm just happy playing with paper. So voila, this is your other wall with the star. I already made the two other one, so it's time to put them together. So no worries for that, we're going to cover that because it's we don't have 12 inches to pass that through our big shot. This is what happened, but we're going to cover it, no worries for that. So what I want to do, those two stars are going to be opposite side like this. So I'm going to glue the base. Those two bases together. See, so far it's not really complicated. Okay, try to give some space for your little side to get up. So here I'm going to do the third one. So this is going to be my third wall, plain. As square as possible. This is why I like tumble glue, because that gives you some time to move along. It's hard to be perfect as the same at the first time. Here, I'm going to put some glue here. It's going to be simple this way. Voila. So see, the wall for our first box is done. I'm going to use my new lid just to show you that it's working. And no worries for that, it's kind of a bubbling, but with the insert this is not going to do that anymore, and the box is going to be in a better shape with everything inside. So it's time to do same thing with the box number 2. So we're going to finish with that. So you're going to get it. So I already made 2 of them, and I repeat the same thing. So but this time this is with a base cardstock. So this is 8.5 by 11. So we are just going to, oops, where's my garbage? Fold, increase our fold line. Do that for the 2 of them. So it's the same thing as my 12 by 12, but with a smaller cardstock. So if you want to do something smaller, you can use that one as your big one, and after that do something smaller for the inside. But with the star box, that was kind of my as small as I can do. So I'm going to make just a video just for the star box by itself. That one was something just to figure it out at first. We're far away to be a square. So here. I'm going to start with the store. Put those sides together. See, it looks so intimidated at first, but it's really simple. Sorry for my front edge, just want to be sure that everything is square. So my other side. I just want to be sure when I lift them, then, whoops, I need some room because it's a pocket. I need some room when I lift them. Here, last one. So once everything is cut and score, it's not really long to put together, as you can see. I did a lot of blah blah, and maybe we're 20 something minutes in. So this is it with our last lid. So this is our first part that we're going to close it, and it's way easier when the inserts are there because it gives some form. Voila, this is your smaller one. So in the second part we're going to make all the decoration. Stay tuned.